It looks slightly deceptive. The averages, the indices are getting pounded pretty heavily, but that's because Apple has a bit of an undue influence in both the Dow and in the NASDAQ. And if you look at things like the breadth of the market, the advances and declines and things of that type, it's not quite as horrendous as the Dow would make it look. Now, that having been said, it's somewhat disappointing that we did not get an afternoon rally. We've seen many of these days where we gap down on the opening, muddle around through the morning, then begin to rally as Europe closes, and then come on strong and actually get them back in plus territory. We're not doing that today, and that's a bit of a disappointment. And the trouble is, while today it's all about Apple, the problems aren't only just Apple. We've got geopolitical things going on. The president is due to meet with congressional representatives again tomorrow to see if we can end this shutdown. So there's a lot of things up in the air.
Art, do you believe in the one simple cause theory of sell-offs, or is it a lollapalooza, like Munger would say? Does it take a lot of things going wrong to get the kind of action we've seen over the last couple months?
Well, it is a combination of things going wrong. The disappointment is that as much as it's been punishing, we haven't gotten to that point of capitulation where they throw the baby out with the bathwater or whatever other analogy you want to use. They get very close, but they don't quite get there. And I'd like to see a kind of purge for a little bit, and then I would be far more relaxed to see them go up.
I guess
we're fighting each crisis every day.
I guess you never know until it's over, bear markets or bull markets. But what are we in right now, Art, if you had to guess?
We're in a sick market. It has been very healthy for the first 2/3, if you would, or 3/4 of last year, and now it's beginning to develop some signs of weakness around. To anthropomorphize, the market has certain human characteristics, and if you or I, heaven forbid, had a cardiac event, you'd be very cautious in the days that follow. Do I feel strong enough to make it 2 blocks away? And markets get like that. After they get banged around, they're cautious. And that's why it's important, as we heard from the previous guest, to look at a couple of levels. I'll stick with his levels for now, but keep your eye on them. If they hold, things get better. If they break, get out of the way.